So what did I actually think about Thorpe, Chessington, London this time around? Bear in mind I've never been to Chessington before. Here goes my completely honest review of my trip to London. So for this one, because I'm still learning editing techniques, so bear with us, at least I'm honest about that. What I'm going to do this one is show you things which I've not shown you before, as in using the medium of pictures. So here goes in 3, 2, 1. So yes, like I was saying, until my editing gets better, it's gonna have to be this way, I'm afraid. So obviously it gets to Manchester Piccadilly from a train, which was at 11:55, and I had booked a travel assistance from travel assistance office up to where my seat was in coach K in standard premium. I thought I might as well get a bit extra from it. Obviously first time down to Thorpe Park in 19 years, so thought why not? With my disabled adult rail pass, thought yeah. But before I got to the station, I had gone up to Aldi to go and get some refreshments for the journey, which in all fairness, considering what happened at Manchester, was good enough because they had a fire alarm and everything got delayed by at least 20 minutes. But, yep, gets down to London, makes myself over to Waterloo, where went there for a friend who got a bit delayed. So while I was there, I took a few pictures, and as you can see, the Shard looks amazing on that day because it was a really nice hot sunny day. And then my mate turned up and we caught another bucket list for me, which was going on the new Arterio Class 701 trains, which was an experience and I really, really liked it. And then it was just becoming dusk by the time we got to Thorpe, and the view that we had was the most beautiful view I've ever seen. Hyperion was all lit up, and crossing the bridge over to the shark cabins, it just felt magical. So obviously, as you guys know, I had a Hyperion cabin, and as we got to the level where the Hyperion cabins are, I looked across and just saw Hyperion lit up again. I thought, this is just amazing. So we got ourselves into the room, got ourselves refreshed from obviously my full day of travelling, and yeah, went for something to eat in Vibes Bar. Now we've done this for 2 nights in a row, and to be honest, what you expect really is at least hot food coming to the table. On the first night I had a chicken burger and chips, and on the second night I had a Yorkie wrap, which was both. I won't knock this part. Both was great. The coleslaw which came with the burger was just brilliant. It was very, very tasty. But for both nights, for some reason, the chips were warm. I know that other people probably picked up on that as well, but you know, it's one of those things, and I was going to knock it for the simple reason it was food at the end of the day. Yes, I know some people probably say I should say something, but nah. And then we came out of Vibes, I looked at the dome all lit up, and it just looked amazing. And then obviously went back to the Hyperion cabin where I took a few more nighttime pictures. One of Stealth and Swarm, and yet another one of Hyperion. As you can see from the room itself, it does look really nice inside. It looks really, really nice inside. So woke up the next morning, got showered and stuff, and I have to say the showers are quite good in there. I then had my first buffet breakfast. Now on the first morning it was all piping hot, and I can't fault it. Unlimited food, unlimited tea, orange juice, apple juice, and all that. Unlimited cereals, unlimited croissants, muffins, stuff like that. But of course, I had to go for my favourite, which includes a black pudding, because I love black pudding. So I went back to the cabin, got dressed for the first day, and saw that view of the lake from the far side of the cabins, and it was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the first impressions of Hyperia was, wow, just wow. There really is nothing like it in the UK, and this is why I raised it when I did my first vlog. It's probably my best coaster in the UK. Obviously, day one ended. I had some more food, which was the Yorkie wrap, which you can now see. Had that, chilled out for a bit, went for last vape on the night time in the new smoking area, which looks amazing, by the way. And then day two. Now, waking up on day two and looking out and just seeing that view of Hyperia and that view of Swarm was just beautiful. It was just one of those beautiful things. And of course, as we know, on the Saturday, there was a bit of an incident where somebody went through an electric cable in Staines, but things like that happen. And due to unforeseen circumstances, yes, half the park did go down. And the staff coped with it really well. No shouting or anything, and they were absolutely brilliant. But then, obviously, the whole thing with the tyres with Hyperia. But anyway, we all decamped and went over to Tolworth for the night. That was an experience. And then the following morning, took my first trip to Chessington. Now, walking from Chessington South to Chessington it's about a 10-15 minute walk. Well, it was for me because I had my knee brace on. And just seeing the signs and the hotel. So we decided to have a quick look inside the hotel, the one that you can see now. And the theming, wow, the theming's just amazing. So we left from the hotel and went round to the entrance. Well, one of the two entrances. Queued up, not a problem. Got there at exactly 10 o'clock. And one of the first high intensity themed rides that I saw was this. And it just looks amazing. So we decided to go over to Royal Jumanji because, obviously, the previous day I'd done Swarm for the first time. So they thought it would be great if I tried Manual Mayhem. Now, having two wing coasters as on that opening week, on my first time down to Thorpe, my first time down to Thorpe in 19 years, and my first time down to Chessington, it was just brilliant. The theming is just amazing, and I cannot fault Chessington's theming. It's just second to none, and it's just great. I mean, there is obviously added theming in the Vampire queue line, but we all know about what happened in there. But the Gruffalo station is just absolutely outstanding. But as we know, I had a bit of a PTSD moment for the simple reason a husband and wife started on us, and the husband threatened to kill us all. So I went back to the travel lodge in Waterloo, and the room, because I booked a super room, it was so much better than the Tolworth one. For some reason, in Tolworth, I booked a normal room, but normal double, but they gave us like a double bed and two single beds already set up, and there was only two of us sleeping in there, so that was a weird one. And the super rooms are on level 7 at Waterloo Travel Lodge. So I got settled in, had a little calm down, went outside and saw the London Eye, and that was spectacular seeing it lit up like that, because it's the first time I'd really seen it lit up at night time in real life. Went back to my room, looked out the window, saw the Shard lit up, and the building over Elephant and Castle Station, where it's got the 3 fans on top, which is one of the most unique buildings in London. I was trying to calm down, as you all saw in my initial second day vlog. And about 20 past 2 in the morning, I went down because I couldn't sleep, still trying to calm down, and asked the night staff if I could have a double vodka and Coke. Well, as you can see, double vodka and Pepsi. I'd explained the situation, why I need one at that time in the morning, and I think, not too sure, she might have finished the bottle into my glass. I mean, there was not that much in there anyway. So anyway, I guess that the following day has breakfast, gets myself ready, and messaged the person I was going to meet later on that day over at Mad and Two Swords. And they were running a bit late again, so I thought, right, go in, have another pint for breakfast. And this is what was produced to me. Now, I'm not too sure what happened with London people who don't like head, but to me that seems flat. So when I finished that, got my stuff together, went from Waterloo Underground Station over to Paddington via Tottenham Court Road and the Elizabeth line. Now, the Elizabeth line is just great. And the reason why I had to go to Paddington is to get my Oyster card and my disabled adult rail pass linked to each other to get the discounts on the tube. And with the daily cap, I only spent just under £6 for the whole day, and I did quite a few journeys that day. So I meet up with my mates outside Two Swords, Madam Two Swords, and then we goes in. And consider that wasn't 2018, the last time I went, and seeing how it is now, it is fully changed. And of course, I had to get the iconic poses and pictures of the RuPaul and Sutagatua Two Swords models, Waxworks. Because for me, those are the two. Those are the two down there as well. And then we decided to go down into the crypt to go through the whole dark history of London, where famous criminals are down there, and the effects down there are just brilliant. It's the first time I've been down there, and to see it all like that, it was amazing. And then obviously, walk around a bit further, you get to the Marvel stuff, and then as you exit now, you have the whole Star Wars stuff, which I had seen before. So we decided now, because I wanted to go and do one other thing while we're there. And that other thing was to go to Camden Market. Now, anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. And why Camden Market, I hear you ask for Doctor Who? Well, 60th anniversary, that's what it is, 60th anniversary. And if you watch the first one at the start, and then if you watch near the end of episode 2 for the 360th special anniversary specials, you'll remember these places quite well. And then after that, went up to Camden Box Park, where do you know what? There's a few up and down the country. There's a few in London, and I really like the atmosphere, and it's really thought out. You can go to anywhere in there; they'll bring it to your table wherever you're sitting, and it's just great. And then the thing which I was looking forward to the most, if I could have handled it there and then, and that was the first time of going on the London Eye. The whole holiday this time and the whole break was to get used to new things, and I think I achieved it quite well. That was the biggest test for me, to get on the London Eye. My fear of heights, my anxiety always gets to me every time I approach it, even from the floor, even from the ground. So to actually get on it was a big achievement for me. And the views you get from the top and near the top I can't describe it, but it's just absolutely amazing. And then me and a mate went over to Soho to have some food and a few drinks in one of the bars in the Soho area, which was good. And then I came back and had one final pint for the night. Now, this was the pint which topped it off,
Because any northerner will tell you that when you have a pint, you've got to have at least a decent head on it. Now, personally, this is the decent head for me. So anyway, goes off to sleep, wakes up the following day, the day which I was coming back, checked out, and started just going to do a few bit of touristy things as much as my knee could cope that day with. And I thought, right, go via the London Eye, walk over the bridge, Charing's Cross, go and do the things which makes you feel comfortable. And I took some, it were iconic shots, again, one or two have been of .2 locations, one wasn't. I then headed up to the British Museum. Now, again, that was my third .2 location at the time I was down there. And it was really, really nice just to see it again. There was somebody doing some filming there as well, close to the ground. And then went back to Charing's Cross and caught the Northern Line back up to Euston. Now, I haven't been to Euston Station going northbound in quite some time. So to see the colours now which are there, like I said, it was really, really nice. And then it was about an hour and a half before the train home. So when I sat outside, had a bit of a chill outside the main entrance. So yeah, that was my trip to London.
And now I'm back. So that was it. Overall, thoroughly enjoyed it. Chessington themed, amazing, and I cannot fault Chessington apart from the customer, and I can't blame that down to Chessington to a certain degree, but you saw that in day 2 vlog. But aside from that, absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Had the time of my life. And am I going back this year? You have to keep watching. You have to keep watching. In the meantime, there are certain things already planned for this year, for the rest of this year, until might be going back for an event down at Thorpe Park this year. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, this should be a good year. Anyway, if you like this one, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See you later.